Alright, so we're going to start with our last group. This is our Wind Symphony. This group is audition only, so all the students on stage, they went above and beyond and auditioned and did the extra work to be in this group. The awesome thing about this group is we get to play college level repertoire. So we get to play college level music, and you're about to hear the first one. This is, it's got a long name. This is Fanfare, the Benefaction from Sky and Mother Earth by Satoshi Agasawa. Yeah, I think that was all I was going to say on that one, right? Yeah, here we go. I'm not going to say the name again. Yeah. Good? This next one I gotta share with you a little embarrassing story. This next one is an Irish tune from County Derry by Percy Granger. Percy Granger is a very, very important composer in terms of what you see on stage. So band on stage, he was one of the first people to officially write a piece for this kind of group. Before that, it was all orchestra, right? Mozart's, the Bachs, all that stuff, all orchestra. Then this guy came along with some other guys, and they wrote music for this kind of group, okay? Super lame. But this piece was my #1 song on the Spotify recap last year. I listened to it like over 200 times. I'm the 0.5% of Percy Granger listeners on Spotify. So, little lame brag, but anyways. I think we're almost ready. Yeah. Yeah, let's do that after this one. Let's do that later. Let's do that later. Yeah. All right, this is Irish tune from County Derry.
I'm just so excited for this. Okay.
Great. You guys can start setting up for the next one. Yep. I will stall for you, percussion. We have a big percussion section for the next one. But this is a great time to say a few thank yous to people that make this happen. Actually, you guys see the lights. Brand new, right? We have the best of the best state-of-the-art lighting team. Our 2 lighting technicians over in the back is Pedro Said and Jackie Ramos back there. Give a round of applause to them. It wouldn't be a show without them, okay? Of course, support here at the school. We are very lucky to have a lot of support. We have a wonderful admin team, and who's led by a wonderful principal, Ms. Cheryl Anderson-Glass. A round of applause for her. And we also have an awesome booster program here, led by 3 wonderful individuals, and I don't know if they're in here or not. Char Williams, Char Williams in the back over there, that's our president. Megan Ortiz, our treasurer right here. And Jackie Moreno, our secretary, who is right there. Hi, Jackie. I do want to say a big thank you to all your wonderful students. They are a pleasure to work with every single day, and I'm very, very lucky to be here every single day and work with them. Even if we have to wake up at 4 a.m. this morning to go to the middle school. Even that early. I'm very, very lucky. So a round of applause to all of the students performing tonight. All right, production, are we ready? Yes? Right? Good? All right, this last one is exciting. Of course, we're gonna end it with a big bang. This is by composer Kataj Copley, who's a favorite at this school. This is his piece called Backlash. get another round of applause for all of the students that performed tonight. Thank you guys so much for coming out. This obviously wouldn't be a concert without an amazing audience. So thank you guys for coming out. Have a safe drive home tonight. Have a good evening and a happy spring break.